canceled. Maybe I'll still post the vlog that I filmed and edited in August, but now it's November 13th and some things have happened in life. Not to bring down the vibes, but in the first vlog, I was talking about how my partner was away for a work trip, so that's why I was going to start filming weekly vlogs because no one else was in the apartment with me, and I have a hard time filming when people are around. Anyway, so in September, 2 months, well, if you count by the 13th of the month, 2 months ago today, we broke up after being together for 3.5 years. So that happened, and we were already planning on moving into a bigger place, and I had acquired another dog a week before we broke up because he was like, yeah, go adopt him, we'll have the bigger apartment. So now I have a giant pit bull Corso, King Corso mix, and my two other dogs that I already had, and my cat, and I was, looking into getting an apartment by myself, but it would have been really tight financially for multiple reasons. And so I decided to move back home with my mom. We have like a mother-in-law suite, so it's kind of like having a studio apartment to myself, and it just makes the most sense. And then yesterday, on the 12th of November, I lost my job. So, needless to say that I'm like a week and a half away from moving. Like, I've already taken some boxes and loads of stuff over, but I like my big move, all my big stuff, like the main part of the move I'm doing on the 23rd of November. And I'm in the middle of all that. I still have a lot to pack. And then that happened. And I've literally never not had a job in my life. The most time I've ever had off of work was PTO. That was 2 weeks since I was 16. So, needless to say, I know I'm going to be okay. But these two things happening so close together, and also not being the only like traumatic things that have happened this year, it's just really hard. And I think I'm just gonna use this opportunity to start my YouTube channel, maybe. I wanted it to be like reading vlogs, but also I don't read fast, so I was kind of trying to incorporate like some lifestyle things and like some makeup content, because that's also the kind of content I consume a lot. But yeah, so that's my little life update. I mean, no one's watching this channel yet because nothing's ever even been posted yet. So no one will probably really see this. But anyway, if you're going through a rough time in life, just know that it'll be okay. And we're going to get through this. I will come out the other side of this fearless, because literally everything that could have happened has happened. Knock on wood, because we can't have anything else happen. Yeah, they just like swept in and told us all that they were closing our branch. It wasn't like I specifically got fired. So, yeah, it's a full new chapter over here. So I'll try to, you know, take some clips of things, and maybe this will become a moving vlog slash watch me go through a mental health crisis. Bye. Okay, so it doesn't look like I've moved very far, but I actually accomplished quite a few things. So I scheduled my utilities to be cut off, and then I scheduled some pest control, or at least the beginning parts of it, and then of accomplishing that. And I paid my utilities and also did a grocery order. So now and I took the dogs for a walk. And now I think I'm just gonna find something to eat. I don't really have much food here, so I'm gonna figure out something, but I don't really want to wait till my groceries get here because that's like between 3 and 5, and I haven't eaten anything today, so gonna do that, and that's the plan. One thing at a time. Hello, friends. Okay, so it is much later in life than that last clip. I think that was the 13th of November. Was that when that was? Was it the day after my job ended? Or a couple days maybe. But yeah, now it's December 5th. So, you know, moving vlog clearly didn't happen. It was just a very stressful situation, and there was no extra capacity for anything beyond what I had to be doing. But okay, so we've moved. I am now back in my parents' house, my mom's house, and this is like the mother-in-law suite. This is where my grandma lived when she was living, and it's the garage. So she converted this room when she moved in with my parents when I was 3 years old. And so now, in the interim of my partner and I breaking up, and, you know, me knowing that I was going to be moving and all that, oh, I feel like I have pepper up my nose. Anyway, we redid this room a bit, ripped out the carpet, put in hardwood, or, well, vinyl flooring that looks like wood, and, you know, painted the paneling, new ceiling fans, painted the ceiling, all that kind of stuff. Got out the rest of the items of hers that were still out here. I am still unpacking to some degree. Like, things still definitely look a mess, but I have most of the boxes out of here, which is really saying something, because the day that my friends helped me move in here, I literally couldn't move. My bed is a king-size bed, and something in me, I just can't go down. You know, like, once you've had a king-size bed, no. And there's a lot of animals here, so, you know, they need their space, and I need to be able to sleep. So, anyway, that's the update. I look crazy right now, but, yeah, I'll do a little bit of a tour. A tour. I mean, it's a garage room, so. But it is, honestly, it's probably the size of, like, studio apartments for all intents and purposes. And, you know, we needed to regroup after events. So, yeah, I've pretty much got everything out of boxes now. Today I did the last, like, 3 boxes that were over here blocking this side of the room. And I'm making a pot roast right now. So, look at me go in my Instant Pot. Honestly, if you don't have a stove, I mean, obviously I could use my mom's kitchen, but I just kind of want to pretend I have independence out here, I guess. But if you don't have a stove, get an Instant Pot, because you could literally cook everything in an Instant Pot. Honestly, I'll give you a little preview of my pot roast. We are, I don't know what, hold on. She's browning. We have a recipe. We're watching Gabby. But this is like my little kitchen area. I've always had a mini fridge that we just used for drinks, and now I'm using it for other stuff. But it does have a half bath attached. I just have to go into the main part of the house to shower, and I have my own door, because this was like the, door to the garage. But, we have the giant horse dog. I don't think I ever introduced Jenga to the clan. Basically, the week before my partner and I broke up, this situation with him came up, and it's through a friend, my best friend. It was her brother's dog. It's a whole long story. But he needed a home, and he was like, my boyfriend, I was not really thinking that was going to be a great idea. And then my boyfriend was like, yeah, we're about to move into the bigger apartment. Like, I'll work with him, go get him. So I did. And then we broke up. So now I have an 80-pound dog. He is very sweet, but he does, there's a little bit of a learning curve here with my cat. And then we have Lacey, who I've always had. And then tiny baby Riley. Hello. And then we have my cat Carrot, who is currently residing in the half bath back there in the corner, which is definitely not ideal, but Jenga has not been around a cat, so that's been a process. So I've had Jenga almost, like 3 months now, because I'm just shy of 3 months of being broken up with my partner. But I had a baby gate blocking my bedroom in the apartment. So hold on, I have to flip my pot roast. Okay. Hey Siri, set a timer for 8 minutes. Okay, so let me pause Gabby. So anyway, we had that situation where he could be in the whole bedroom by himself, and it was a big bedroom, so he was like, fine in there, and he spent a lot of his time in there anyway. And then Jenga had, more of the rest of the apartment, but I also could baby gate him into the middle living room part. And now that we're in here, it's a little bit harder because there's not any rooms to divide them, and I don't think Jenga wants to hurt him. He definitely just gets really excited and he barks, and obviously he's huge, so Carrot gets scared and he has more of like a prey response, and when Jenga sees that, he's like, oh, let's chase him, and obviously that's not going well. So we're doing the best we can. It is what it is. We'll get there eventually. At least I don't think he wants to eat him, so that's like, the major part of the problem. But as far as reading goes, I have only just this week thought about reading anything at all. It's been hectic. I could have listened to audiobooks, but I just couldn't focus, and that's understandable. So, let's see. The other day I started, what did I start? Hold on. I've already forgotten the name of the book. Throne of the Fallen by Kerri Maniscalco. And my plan today was to enjoy Gavin's live sprints. It's Thursday the 5th. So yeah, these are his live sprints. And instead, my mini fridge had still been on the front porch, and it's supposed to go into the teens tonight, which what is even that? So I sort of needed to clear the rest of the boxes over here to get the mini fridge into its spot. And so that kind of ended up taking up most of the day, obviously. And now I have to do this pot roast because I promised my mom I'd cook dinner tonight for us. But anyway, so I read 20 pages of this lovely bookie. I love the sprayed edges, even though there's no design. I just love that there's color on them. It was literally basically just the prologue. And then I got to the game begins And so this is about Prince Envy, which is, you know, one of the princes of hell. And then we have Camilla. I'm going to go with Camilla. If that's wrong, so sorry. And then I was thinking that I didn't have to read the Kingdom of the Wicked trilogy prior to this for some reason. Because I know those are more like YA, and then this is more like adult, and that's more what I want. But then I was watching Emily. I don't know if she has, like, what her actual name on TikTok is, but I know her name is Emily. I think it just says M, maybe? Like EM? But she was saying that, like, the sequel to this disappointed her, which RIP, but that you did need to read that before this, and now I'm like, oh no. But I don't own those books. I think they might actually... Are they on Kindle Unlimited? They might be. But I really don't want to read 3 books just to get to one book that I actually want to read. So I guess I'll start this, you know, more than the 20 pages I've started it. And if I feel lost, I will rethink this thought. But I don't know. I don't want to read a whole trilogy just to get to one book. And then she said the sequel was disappointing. So that is even less motivation to read 3 other books. But anyway, so, wow, that's such a great angle and lighting for me. Anyway, let me just give you the grand little tour here. I mean, like I said, everything is still very much a mess. I don't know if it will ever not look a mess because I had a whole apartment worth of shit and I could have gotten rid of more stuff, but I am very attached to my things. So anyway, these are some built-in shelves right here. We put my DVDs and like my mass market paperbacks. And then actually you put the shelves wherever you want them. So I was able to fit more of my paperbacks on there. There's some random stuff. Here's a bookshelf that's blocking a whole door. And these are some built-in shelves. I'm using this as, like I said, my kitchen area. So this is the little cart that used to be next to, like on the wall where my dishwasher was. And it slides in here, okay, I mean, it's, you know, it is what it is. Mini fridge, some random cookbooks, and, like, journals, photo albums. I don't know, this is kind of a random assortment of items. My spice rack. And then we're cooking. All up here is cabinetry, so that has a bunch of stuff. I have to figure out what to put in those top 2 yet. And then we have more storage down here. Django wants to eat the pot roast. Here's his crate, which is, like, it takes up a lot of room in this tiny room, but, you know, we must do what we must do because he likes to get into things. And that's my Papasan chair that used to be in, like, the turret where I had my whole, like, little reading space. I might be able to set it up somewhere, but probably not, like, 24/7. Like, it would be, like, I would unfold it and use it when I want to. And then my dresser, this fireplace does work, which does make this room a lot more like cozy vibes. We have a mantle up here, my TV, hi Gavin. And then the closet is in there. We shan't look in there because that needs to be redone completely. I'm going to use this to put like my Xbox setup on, and then I have a little shoe rack in there. You know, we're making space where we can make space. Couch, it's just full of blankets because Jenga's hair sticks to that micro suede, so the cover is in the wash. But anyway, and then we have my bed, and then there's the half. Okay, so the battery died, but anyway, half bath, bed, door. And then here's my makeup vanity, which this takes up a lot of space, and I understand that. You know, anyway, where were we? So my mom walked in, so I just like stopped. But anyway, so there's my vanity area. We need to work on that. And then I fit a Billy bookcase there and a Billy bookcase there. Don't know where my iMac is going to go. It was on this desk previously, but it doesn't fit in this little square here, and I don't really have anywhere else to put this bookshelf that holds all my palettes. And I just can't really bring myself to get rid of them, as, you know, we're learning my attachment to things. But this bay window looks super cute when it's not cluttered full of crap. I put all my plants up here. and they did all fit. So I had a lot of plants in the apartment because we had so many windows. So yeah, but these little macrame hangers came in handy. That's actually something my partner had gotten me that I never got to use because I was afraid to put hooks in the ceiling. But there was already hooks here, so I just went ahead and utilized those. And yeah, so it's a work in progress. We got a lot of stuff, but I think the hardest part is definitely over. We're now on to more like organizing and getting that closet situated. But my pot roast is now pressure cooking, and I'm gonna go take a shower. I just took the puppies out to go potty, and once I can finally sit down, I'm gonna actually start reading my book, and we'll determine if I need to read 3 books prior or not. So it is post shower, and I figured I would do my skincare routine with you. This is the Ordinary Milky Toner. Oop, that is very close. There we go. I think it's fairly new. I picked it up in the VIB sale, which is crazy because I placed this order on Monday overnight because I was really sad. I was just having like a really sad night, and I had held out that long on the sale, and I was like, well, I'm just gonna order a few things that I really want because I'm not gonna be a Rouge next year, let me tell you. But and then I lost my job the next day. I mean, it says it's a toner. A gentle exfoliating toner with yeast ferment technology. Okay. And then this is I decant my stuff into these nice little spray jars that I got from Amazon. This is the CosRx essence, but I'll link it in the box because I don't remember exactly which one, and it looks like I decanted the full amount and threw away the rest of the bottle because the whole thing doesn't fit. But a little spritz of that. And then the next one I also have in a bottle, but I have the original. This is the Beauty of Joseon Ginseng Essence Water. And that's what that looks like. There you go. Very gingery. And neither one of those are expensive. I think each one is like around like $17 each. So, I mean, they're not that expensive as far as skincare goes. And this one comes out kind of weird, so I just spray it in my hand. And then I think you're supposed to kind of pat these in. My skin is definitely not its best right now. I mean, I'm not breaking out or anything, but I have not been sticking to my skincare routine because there's just been so much going on. I would say I was still doing really well with all my routines, because I think when you're sad, you need to like you need to keep up with your routines just to keep living, you know what I mean? And I was doing really well with maintaining all of that until I lost my job, and then it just, sorry, I bumped you. And then it just sort of devolved from there, and then with unpacking and not really being able to move in here, it got worse. But anyway, yeah, those are the 3 like initial steps. I mean, this is my first time using the Ordinary Milky Toner. Normally I use this green. I also decanted this into a little pumper thing from Amazon, but this is the green plum, I want to say. toner, also from Beauty of Joseon. And I get all 3 of those things on Amazon, but I know the COSRX, I think you can also get at Ulta. I know they carry COSRX, but I'm not sure if they carry that specific product, but I'm pretty sure they do. And so that gives me a nice, like, light hydrating base. And honestly, in the summertime, those are the only 3 things I was using, and my skin was doing really well with just that. But I think, look how red my rosacea is. I mean, it's really red. I wonder if that, like, does it get exacerbated when I'm stressed? I wonder if that's a thing. But anyway, I'm gonna put on a thicker layer. That's where I'm going with this story. Maybe I'll use this hyaluronic acid B5 serum from La Roche-Posay. I hope you can see that. I hope it's not too blown out by the light. I don't know. But, yeah, we're gonna put some of this on. Am I, like, out of this? I used this, like, religiously last winter. And then, honestly, I just started to feel like my skin didn't really need it. So I stopped, but it definitely is a really nice hyaluronic acid serum. I definitely noticed a difference last winter when I started using it. Skin is dry, but usually it's like at a normal type with my products, especially if I keep up with my routine. And then I'm gonna put, because I need to, like, use these things, the Naturium Barrier Bounce Advanced Skin Hydrator on top. Honestly, I can't tell if you can see that or not. And I just realized I left my glasses in the bathroom after my shower. But anyway, that's what that looks like. It's like a white, creamy, just to help kind of seal. And then I might let all this sink in for a while and then maybe put on a moisturizer after that, because I don't know, I just feel like I've been neglecting the moisture of my skin and it hasn't felt as smooth as it normally does. It is so windy here today, and it's like really, really windy. Like, I think there was a gale warning overnight, but I feel like there's still a gale warning because it is wild. Anyway, yeah, that's it for right now. If I do decide to put anything on top, I might, I don't know. I probably have some kind of thick moisturizer somewhere, but I'm gonna let all this sink in a little bit first. Anyway, yeah, I just thought I'd do my little skincare routine with you. Let's see. Put my hair up in my clip. And it is almost time to put these veggies in to pressure cook. So that's the next step. And then after that, we can eat and finally get to reading.
I like the music. I like a little bit of a longer one. It's not as aggressive as we do.
That was anticlimactic. Oh, yeah. Okay, so now we take the meat out, and then we put the potatoes and the carrots in and cook those for a few minutes. I feel so naked without my glasses. I need to go find them. But anyway, so I have a little reading update for you on Throne of the Fallen. So I am on chapter 17, page 134, and I just read the back to make sure I don't do any spoilers, but I don't really think I said anything about what this was actually about because I was only like 20 pages in last night when I was talking about it. But basically the princes of hell are all going to be in these books, and this is about Prince Envy, and he's trying to save his court, and he's participating in a game essentially. And Camilla is an artist. She is running the gallery that she inherited from her father, who was also an artist, and her mom left them right before her debut, some years before. And so she's basically a spinster now, and Envy, as part of the game, needs to convince her to paint a hexed painting for him, or it's a hexed object, painting of a hexed object. And she has already refused him, and basically he has a limited amount of times that he can fail in order to get his next clue and move on in the game. And it's, pretty high stakes for him because he's trying to literally save his demon court. So this is chapter 17, is where they're going to a masquerade ball that he's hosting at his estate. I'm sorry if I've been looking at the viewfinder the whole time. I gotta try to get better at that. But anyway, basically this is a masquerade ball where she's going to tell him, will she or won't she, and he's come up with a pretty tempting offer for her. But basically he likes her, but he doesn't want to like her, and he needs her obviously to do this for him. But at the same time, she wants someone who just wants her for her and not for her ability to paint, because there's a whole sort of side story with a villain going on in here. It's mentioned on the back that she's being blackmailed, so that is playing into this. Basically, before Envy comes along, there's another, what was his dad is a Viscount, but he's been like, that he had a scandal, so his father has moved the inheritance of the title onto his younger brother. And so to still live a life of luxury, he's been blackmailing Camilla to paint forgeries of famous paintings. And he's been selling them, and that's how he's still able to live a life of luxury. So basically, Envy is going to help her out with that situation. But it seems like there's sort of an undercurrent here with her father of, her father seems to know more about like magical things, and Camilla doesn't really understand what all that was. So I think she's going to kind of discover some things with Envy. Obviously he knows things because he's, a prince of hell in regards to magic. So he's sort of uncovering things about her, or I think they will together, and he's gonna obviously help her understand. So I'm liking it so far. It's definitely picked up the pace, and we've had a little bit of steam, but obviously nothing like fully happening. But we gotta have some build up here. So that's that update, and I'm gonna continue. I'm listening to it and reading it physically. Truly a magical reading experience. But also I just wanted to pop in and unbox this what is it, the Bookish box with you guys. I thought I had unboxed everything when I moved, but I think I had one more. And this is an older one because it has still the shirt and all the goodies with it, and I've since changed my subscription to just be the book. I like this shirt so far though. Let's see. Fall in Love. with Ardnock. I don't know what that even says. Estate? I don't know what this is from. But I like the colors, gray and baby blue. And what do we got here? Looks like we've got like a little Kindle or book sleeve. It says, "I've seen what you have on your smutty bookshelf." It's from Icebreaker. It's got the eggplant emoji. That's kind of cute. I do use those kind of things when I put stuff in my purse. And then for the pen, let's see. We've got August theme is my perfect match. Oh, so this is the August box. The darkness in me calls to the darkness in you. And that is a legendary one, and it's from Blood Orange by Karina Hale. Is Hale? Hallie? Hale? I think it's Hale. But that's what that looks like. And I finally put all my other pins on the pin board that came in another box, so I'm going to add that one to the collection. Let's see. Actually, I think this is the box I had to run to the old apartment and grab it real quick because they were delivering it to the wrong address. Well, you know, my address, but I had changed my address in like August because originally I was going to be moving into a bigger apartment with my boyfriend, and then we broke up, so that's a whole thing. But anyway, I knew I was moving regardless, so I had changed it because I know they're always so behind. So this shirt is, it's a t-shirt inspired by Samantha Young's Adair family series. Lets you fall in love with Ardnock Estate. Okay, that's what I was looking up there because I was like, what? We've got a reading coin. See, these are the kind of things. A reading coin? Like, what am I going to do with a reading coin? Jenga is looking at me so pitiful right now. What's up, buddy? It's kind of, I don't know if they have an option for a box with like just the t-shirt and the book, because honestly the t-shirts are my favorite part because they're soft and like they're usually cute. But anyway, yeah, okay, so we have sugar on one side and then spice on the other side. I don't know if you can tell, but there's like an eggplant on the book. And then on the other side with the sweet, there's like little cupcakes and stuff. I mean, I guess you can flip a coin and decide if you're gonna read a sweet book or a smutty book, but I don't know. Anyway, here's the cover sticker for our book. And we have some bookends. These are inspired by Sling, the Shifter Prince. These are kind of pretty. They're like the kind of plastic. That's what that looks like. Obviously you get two. I do think this is the last one that I was missing that had all the other items in it. So everything from here on out should be book only. This is called The Graham Effect by Elle Kennedy. Garrett Graham's daughter is hot, is what it says on the back. Alright, let's crack this open. Why are all these things so hard to open? Okay, so that's what the under the dust jacket looks like. We got some foiling, and then the inside cover. And then this is what the end pages look like. And sprayed edges. Excuse you. And then that's the back under the dust jacket. So you have like an alternate dust jacket. You can flip it around if you want. I've never heard of this book. It's from the Campus series. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know if this, I mean, a hockey romance once in a while can't be a bad idea. Anyway, so that's my little update, and I will update when I have more thoughts on Throne of the Fallen. And I do have the audio from Libby checked out of the sequel, but I might go ahead and order a physical copy of it as well, just because I'm enjoying doing a little read-along moment. And I think I will go back and read the Kingdom of the Wicked trilogy, just because I'm not confused about what's happening here, but there are mentions to Wrath, and I know he's in the, I don't know if the whole trilogy is just about Wrath, but I kind of want to read that. But it's kind of a shame that it's more YA, because I'm like, is there any smut involved? Because I feel like the smut's going to be pretty good in this, just from the vibes I'm getting. But, you know, we'll have to check that out and see. I'm actually looking on Amazon right now. They have a box set of all 3 of those for like, hold on, I'm on the wrong thing. For $26. It's currently 25% off. So it's all 3 paperbacks in a box set. So that's not a bad deal. I mean, for 3 books, come on. So anyway, yeah, I might do that because now I'm like sort of intrigued with this world. But anyway, yeah, that's my update, and I'll let you know if anything else exciting happens. Hello. Okay, so it is much later in the day, but I am now at 50% of the way through Throne of the Fallen, and let's see, that is chapter 37. I can't believe I actually stopped at exactly 50%. Look at me go. Let's see. So that's 9 hours, 25 minutes, which I listen at 1.75 speed. So my phone case came because I got a new phone because it was like a Black Friday thing where you basically, like with trading in my old, I had a 14 Pro Max, and so you basically, if you traded it in, you got this one, the new one, for free. And I wasn't planning to upgrade at all because I had just paid my phone off in like September, and my finance situation, like we weren't going to do that. But you know, since it's free, might as well upgrade, right? And I hear with tariffs that maybe the phones will get really expensive, so I don't know, but free is free. Anyway, book update. So we have my phone started vibrating, sorry. Some things have happened, so I don't know if, like, what to say that's not a spoiler. Basically, they have sort of struck up a bargain with each other, so they both need each other at this point, and so that means that they are sort of stuck together, and we are meeting some of the other princes, Envy's brothers, and I don't know who the next book is about, so I'm intrigued. I think I'm going to wait until I finish this one to look up what the sequel, which brother it's about. But I kind of know who I want it to be. I think there's 2 that I want it to be. But anyway, I'm having a really good time. As of right now, I'd say this is probably like 4.5 for me, because I haven't gotten bored at all. And I'm having a good time. But now I'm even more sad to know that the second one maybe isn't going to be as good, but I probably will start with that one right away. But anyway, So yeah, that's my update. I don't really want to give away any plot points because, like, if you're planning on reading this, I mean, I don't want to ruin it for you. So, but yeah, I'm having a good time. They're definitely sort of stuck with each other at this point. So, you know, forced proximity because they have to work with each other. And he sort of started opening up to her about his past a little bit. And she's sort of trying to figure out, like, she knows that he's not telling her the full truth, and she's trying to, like, get to the bottom of things. So, and he's also trying to, you know, figure out things from her, and she's also not, like, giving him any information. He's trying to figure out, like, if she's fully human or not. And I can't tell if she knows. It sort of seems like she might know, and she just doesn't want to tell him. It, like, she might know there's something up with her lineage, but anyway, probably won't update again until I finish, but I do foresee myself maybe finishing this today because I'm making pretty good headway and I'm having a good time, so I'm going to keep reading. I'm watching Gavin's sprints from yesterday because I had them on yesterday, but it was mostly spent like unpacking and cooking and stuff, so I didn't really get to actually like do the reading sprints, which was the plan for yesterday, but we got off track because my mini fridge was still on the front porch from when I moved, and it was going to be really cold last night, so I needed to clear some space of those last few boxes. It kind of worked out because I needed to get rid of those boxes. It was getting annoying. But anyway, we're just having a cozy time here on the couch. And I've intermittently gone and like helped my mom move some furniture around. But other than that, this is what we're doing today. So I'll let you know when I finish. Okay, we're focused. Hi friends, good morning. So it is Saturday, December 7th right now. So I didn't finish Throne of the Fallen last night. I got to like 84%, and then I decided I was going to watch the live show that Gavin was on. And I just kind of had found myself like not really paying attention to what was going on. So there's like a little segment. I can't even explain it because obviously it's close to the end of the book, but I just kind of like zoned out when I was listening to it, and I don't even think I'm going to go back and re-listen to that little chunk. It wasn't like a long chunk, but they basically get separated and he's hurt, and now, anyway, I'm not going to recap it because it'll maybe give something away, but I just sort of zoned out in it, so I was like, okay, I'm probably done reading for the day because I'm not focusing. So I'm going to finish it now, and I will report back with my rating. And then also I have to order some groceries, and I'm going to an ugly Christmas sweater party tonight / surprise birthday party. So I need to get something to bring for food with me. So we're gonna do that, and here's my little companion. The girls are laying sleeping, but he's just sitting there like chilling. That's such a good boy. Carrot actually came out and got on the bed while he was sleeping on the bed. In the past, Carrot's only jumped the gate and come out when Jenga was over here sleeping on the couch. So he was really brave. Carrot was really brave. Hopefully, you know, we'll get to a point where everybody can be on the bed together with me and my 3 inches of space on the edge of the bed in a king-size bed. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Anyway, I'll let y'all know when I have my final thoughts.
Episodes left to watch, and I ended up watching the first episode of Descendants of the Bookworm because I really want to see what the anime was like. I love the manga so much, and I'm going to try and read the light novel soon as well. And I was just like, well, let's just try out the anime. Let's see what that's like. And I'm getting sucked in again. I'm gonna end up having it at some point because, gosh damn it, I just love it. It's so good. So yeah, I ended up watching a whole bunch of anime yesterday. That was totally not on the cards. I had things to do. But no, I'm gonna give myself a little bit of a break today and like film another video, catalog my collection, I think. I'm gonna see how far I get in. And it's not to become too much of a slog. Video was cancelled. Toby, how did you get up there? You need to get down. You need to get down, Toby. It's not safe. It is not safe there, Toby. You need to come down. Toby, you're not taking me seriously at all, are you? Honestly. Come down. Come down, you naughty boy. Come down, you naughty boy.
Hello, mind focus. Okay, so it is about 3:30ish, something like that, on Saturday still, and I have finished Throne of the Fallen, and I'm giving it 4 stars. It lost me a little bit in that last, I don't know, 20% probably. I just wasn't as invested for some reason. I just wanted to check where I was at in the next book I'm going to update on. But, I don't know if it's just because I zoned out. Like, I don't think it was any fault of the book necessarily. It just, I think I zoned out a little bit and I didn't really have the patience to go back and re-listen to that section. And, well, let me rephrase that. I think I zoned out because I wasn't as interested. But I don't know if it's just because I was sort of tired of, I mean, it's a long book. It's like 560 pages or something like that. And so I think I was just getting a little bit like, okay, let's wrap this up a little bit. But the reason it's getting 4 stars for me is that the other 80% of the book I was like completely invested. And there were some reveals at the very end that I feel like you could sort of see coming. But, you know, we have to throw in a twist somehow, I guess. And it does leave a little bit of a opening with that very, like, well, I guess what you could consider the epilogue, which doesn't count, but that last scene with Envy and one of his brothers, it does leave us to sort of have somewhere to go in the next one, but I don't think that's who the next book is about. But maybe that'll be like a subplot running throughout the other books. So that, you know, maybe that'll come up in the other books even if it doesn't end up getting its own book. And let's see. So I'm getting ready for the Ugly Christmas Sweater Party. And I need to be at the house at 5:30 because this is doubling as a surprise birthday party. And I got groceries delivered and I'm bringing like a veggie tray and a fruit tray. And unfortunately, the veggie tray was out of stock and there was nothing there to substitute for it. So that means despite all of my best efforts, I still have to pit stop at the grocery store. So I gotta kick it up a notch here with my getting ready. Yeah, it's 3:40, so I have to do my makeup. I'm not going to do my hair. I'm just going to leave it clipped back. And I need to take the dogs out and feed them dinner before I go. And let's see. I am like really toning my face. I don't know. I think I got distracted because I'm talking. But let's see. So my next read is going to be Bride by Ali Hazelwood. I have a bunch of holds on Libby, the audiobooks that I've just been like, let the next person borrow, let the next person borrow, let the next person borrow for like eternity. Because I was getting really like into my reading groove in like August when my partner had left, and then we broke up, and then my reading obviously was non-existent for all of October, all of November, and half of September. So I'm trying to get back into my groove here. Yeah. Apparently Lacey needs to go out and frolic in the grass. But I told her she has to wait. But anyway, so Also, okay, so ugly Christmas sweater. I thought I was buying like a like fleece, like sort of like a crew neck, right? And I got it like Tuesday, and I didn't open it until today, and it's literally like t-shirt material, but like long sleeved, but like not the good kind. It's almost like, I don't know, like that slippery something material. Doesn't seem great. But anyway, it is what it is. At least I won't be hot. Maybe I'll put a jacket. Honestly, I feel like I don't own any jackets. Like, I don't own a winter jacket. I need to probably get on top of that. You can't be 34 with no winter jacket. I'm just a girl. Anyway, so that is the first 3 steps of skincare. So anyway, Bride by Ali Hazelwood. So I finally checked that out, and it's due in like 4 days. So I was like, okay, that's going to be my next read, because if I don't, since I didn't let it go to the next person, that means I'm going to have to put a hold back on it, which is, I think there's like 20 people waiting for this audiobook. So we're not going to do that. And it's only 13 hours, which I read on 1.75 speed. So it should literally take me basically half of that. My best friend's like, what are you doing other than ignoring me? Oops. Just reading. That's it. But anyway, is anyone still obsessed with these? Because it will never end for me. So it's very like sarcastic. Like, I feel like nobody really talks about sort of the tone of this. Like, our FMC is just very like flippant, and she just kind of says whatever. And she doesn't feel like she fits in anywhere. But also, I'm skipping over the entire like breakdown of the plot. I really should get it together. Basically, it's about a vampire marrying the alpha of the werewolf pack, and in this world, the humans know about the werewolves and the vampires and the werewolves have been at war for like hundreds of years. And they're basically, she's the daughter of like the leader of the vampires, and she's not wanting to marry him, but the only reason that she decides to do it is so that she can try to find the whereabouts of her human best friend. So she's only got to stay with him for a year. So she's going to use this year to look for clues, because she found out, she's like a hacker. So she found out prior to this that that the alpha of the werewolf pack has like a tie somehow to the disappearance of her friend. Like, she found his name come up in something, and her bestie is like a journalist, an investigative journalist. So there's like a good chance that she found something she wasn't supposed to, and you know, got caught up in something. Oh no, okay, it's not clogged. I'm trying to put as many layers as I think my skin can take. Django, what are you doing? He's trying to eat the little bit. Hey, no, sir. He loves laying on, it's like a foam donut thing with like a little bed thing that comes off of it. I think it's meant to like kind of lay on the sofa, or I keep it on the bottom corner of my bed. But I had it for my old lady cat, because she had a heating pad on the bed, and I put that on top of it because it was like the same size square or whatever, and she liked to lay her little head on the round part. But Jenga like loves it, but he also sometimes occasionally tries to eat it. So I don't know why you would want to destroy the thing you lay on every night, but do you? Oops. But anywho's, that was the Rephr Rebalancing Essence. This is still version 1. I think I got this from the concept store. I don't know if they've come out with a version 2. I've had this for quite a while. I'll probably need to finish using that up at this point. But it's, I mean, it's got a pump, so it's not like it's getting exposed to the air. And then I think for moisturizer, I think I'm gonna use, I mean, this is not really like moisturizer, but I don't know. I think I have enough layers on. I think I'm gonna use the L'Oreal Lumi Glotion. And this is in the shade Light Glow. That's what I'm gonna use once this sinks in a little bit. But anyway, yeah, so I'm like 28% into that, and I'm liking it, but it just doesn't feel like it's just so unserious. Like, I feel like we're in the perspective of the FMC, and so she's just like snarky and like, but like a good person, and then you're getting these brief little like one sentence like snippets of Lo, who is the male main character, and I'm just like, he doesn't seem like he has no depth to him as a character at this point. Like, we just know that he's like taking care of his sister, and he's the alpha, and he really likes the way that Mercy smells. Mercy? What's her name? Misery. I worked with someone named Mercy, so that's probably why that stuck in my head. But anyway, he really likes the way she smells, and then, like, that's it. He has no character traits, and he's drawn some architectural plans. That's it. That's all we got. So anyway, I'll let you know how it goes.
body temperature is much higher than vampires.
You're so
His body
cute.
is a scant inch of air and possibilities away. And the heat of him. My breasts ache, nipples hard as gems, and I want to arch into him. I want contact and flesh and skin.
Okay, so it is the next day, and I did finish listening to Bride, and I'm giving it 3 stars because it just sort of, like, it was good, and I enjoyed my time. And the plot was like, okay, I don't know, it just, like, it was just like an okay story to me. I wasn't like living for it, and I didn't dislike it. And to me, that's a 3-star. Like, we did eventually get a little bit more of Lo's, like, inner monologue, I guess. Well, I don't know, not really. I mean, it's like you didn't really get to know them very much as characters. Like, the only thing that you really have to know about Misery is that she's just never really belonged, because she didn't belong with her vampire people because she was sent away, as it's like a whole thing that's explained where basically she spent a decade of her life with the humans, and that's why she chose to then go live her adult life with the humans, because it was easier for her to not belong with them, and rather than be with her own kind and not belong, because I guess that felt worse to her. And it's sort of explained that the vampires in this world don't really have much, like, familial or social bonds, but she does seem to have a good relationship with her twin brother. And so I mean, like I said, I enjoyed the story, but it's just like there wasn't much depth. Like, she's never belonged anywhere, and so she sort of has like a found family situation with the pack when she marries Lo, and like that was all good. And Lo sort of had to drop the whole life he was building to become the alpha of the pack, and it's, you know, you sort of get hints at like the sacrifices he's made in his own life to take over this role. But other than that, you just don't really know much about them. And I guess that could be said probably for a lot of romance books, but it just sort of stuck out to me in this one. So yeah, overall enjoyed it. Would read the sequel, which I think there is a sequel to this coming out, and it's pretty clear who that's going to be by, you know, the last few pages of this, of this book. And yeah, I would definitely read the sequel, because I said, it was a good time. Like, a 3-star is not bad. I just wasn't like living for it, and I also wasn't like having a bad time. And also, I know a lot of people bring up like the concept of nodding is in this book because he's a werewolf. I feel like people made it seem like this was such a big deal in this book. And let me just say, I have read way more intense books where nodding was a thing, like Omegaverse novels and stuff like that. Novels, like they're literature. But anyway, you know what I mean. This is just like a paranormal romance, which I have read an extensive amount of in my lifetime. And so, yeah, I don't know. I enjoy Ali Hazelwood books, what I've read of them, but I just don't think that they're just like a good time, which most romance is just a good time, but there's some that are like a more serious level than what this is. So anyway, yeah, that's my thoughts on Bride, and I have not decided what my next read will be, but I'll probably pick up something today. I'm I'm watching Gavin's Romantasy vlog that he posted yesterday, but I didn't have time to watch it yesterday. So I'm watching that, and then I'm gonna pick out something else to read. I'll probably take the puppies for a walk, and because it's a little bit warmer today. And then, yeah, I need to cook a piece of meat that's going to go into some soup. And other than that, yeah, that's the big plans for today, this lovely Sunday. And I'll let you know what I pick out when I have an update for you. Hello, friends. If you hear something in the background, it's my YouTube's going that I'm watching. But I just came to update you that I haven't started any books and I haven't read anything. And it's Thursday. And I think my last update was Sunday, when I was gonna update the same day when I started a book. And I haven't. But you know, I did things, so it is what it is. But I just thought I would present myself for 5 seconds while I look like a human being with my hair and makeup done. I went and took some photos for a new LinkedIn photo. Woo! But anyway, that's the update, is that there is no reading update. And maybe tomorrow I'll start something. I need to do some more paperwork type stuff tomorrow, but we might have time for some reading mixed in there. Anyway, just checking in. And I hope you have had a good week so far. Maybe I'll just end this vlog here with this clip and then start a new one tomorrow. Because I think this has been about a week. Maybe? Not sure. But anyway, we'll catch you on the next one.